They're not you. They can't not see your vision clearly. It's impossible for them to fully understand, and it's not meant to be shared anyway. This video is about how shutting down all types of communication with others can unlock the infinite creativity waiting inside you.
We're here.
Say goodbye to everything you ever knew.
Deprogramming.
In May 2024, I attended a 10-day silent meditation retreat. During those 10 days, I realized something profound. Our purest creativity is buried deep within us because we rarely take the time to sit in silence and connect with the source. So during the retreat, the routine was both simple and intense. For 10 days, you sit and meditate for like 6 to 10 hours, however you prefer each day, practicing what's called noble silence. This means shutting down all verbal and non-verbal communication, not speaking, not gesturing, not even making eye contact. So it's pretty like, you're in the zone the whole day for 10 days straight. It's just you and the silence. By day 4, I remember something very interesting happened. During one of the early morning meditation sessions, I felt some sort of like sudden release, as if a pressure valve had been like open inside of me, like out of nowhere. A rush of like creative ideas flowed through me. It was kind of crazy. It wasn't just one or two thoughts. It wasn't just, oh, I want to do this when I come back. It was an unstoppable flood of like inspiration, one after another. They were also so vivid, exciting, and incredibly inspiring. Like my mind became a theater of boundless creativity, like playing out a scene of amazing ideas in my head. But of course, the purpose of the retreat wasn't to indulge in these creative bursts. I tried to suppress them, telling myself to let them go, even though that felt so good. So it was one of the hardest things to let go. But I still do remember a lot of ideas that I had at the time. And this is one of them actually. So I'm doing the YouTube, I'm doing this content because of the inspiration that I got in the meditation session. It was also hard to let go personally because at that time I had been feeling stuck creatively for a while. No matter how much I tried to force inspiration, nothing seemed to work genuinely. Now looking back, I realized something had been blocking me from accessing that part of myself. After experiencing that breakthrough, I've had a much better understanding of what it was. My mind, once stagnant and stuck, was now alive with vibrant, flowing ideas. It was like if the silence had unclogged the infinite ocean within me. I realized that all this time, my thoughts and distractions, my mental noise had been the issue. In that moment, I understood something profound. Creativity isn't something you force or chase. It's always there, waiting for me, but it needs proper space to flow naturally. And silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's the tool that clears the pathways, allowing your deepest creativity to surface. We collect information in so many ways these days. Like, let's think about it, like social media, internet, YouTube, Netflix, articles. Every second, every moment, every single day, whether we're aware of it or not, whether we like it or not. So it's an endless stream of input from conversations, social media, body language, facial expressions, and even the subtle energy in the space we occupy. How many times have you been making a decision and found yourself distracted by what other people think or say about it? We've all experienced those opinions creeping in, making us question our decisions, right? How many times have you pivoted away from your original idea because someone you trust disagreed with you? Like I'm so guilty on that. I have so many experience of that. Maybe it was your partner, a family member, a close friend, or mentor. But hey, if you're the kind of person who's like unshakable, like confident in your choice that you make and able to execute your ideas no matter what others say, you have my deepest respect. So seriously, keep doing what you're doing. But most of us, that's not the case, right? So we can be very vulnerable, especially when it comes to the things we care about. It's human nature to want validation or reassurance, particularly from the people closest to us. And I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to others. No, that's not what I'm saying. You absolutely should listening to people who genuinely care about you and have good intentions is important. They can offer perspective, insights, and guidance. But here's the thing. They're not you. They can't see your vision. We share the outer world, right? We share the space, but your inner world is entirely your own, separate from everyone else's. It's impossible for others to completely understand your vision. And it's not necessarily meant to be shared with them anyway. It's a sacred place that only you can visit. I'm gonna repeat this again because it really resonates with me a lot. Your inner world is the most sacred place, and you are the only one who can access it. You are the only one in this world. In this whole universe, you are the only one who can access to this core of you. If you sit with this concept for a moment and really think about it, it's incredibly liberating. It's incredibly inspiring. Knowing that your inner vision belongs solely to you removes the need for external validation. It frees you to explore your thoughts, dreams, and creativity without interference or any judgment. Any freaking judgment. And this is why being silent is so powerful. When you intentionally cut off communication, whether verbal or nonverbal, you create a boundary between yourself and the noise of the world. You limit the external cues that could influence or dilute your original, authentic ideas. You stop reacting to world around you. You stop shaping your thoughts to fit someone else's expectations or perspective. And in that stillness, you create space. Space for the raw, unfiltered, your true essence to emerge, your true elements, your true self, like your authentic self, like whatever your personality is, whatever your interest is, your true self to emerge. So you begin to connect with the part of yourself that already knows what feels right, what aligns with your essence, and what ideas are worth pursuing. Let's be honest, not every ideas are worth pursuing, right? Some things are just worthless. It's good to have it, but you know that what ideas are worth pursuing. So silence isn't just about the absence of noise, it's the presence of clarity. And when the pathway to your sacred place, your source of creativity, becomes more tangible, more vivid, more touchable, it just becomes more life. It becomes more real to you. Think different. When you change the way you think, you change the way you live.